Going second, play against Dark type deck. We have to play all of our basic Pokemon here so that the opponent cannot get a lot of value with their Copycat in order to search for Hydreigon line. Opponent start the game with Mega Absol. Play Peculiar Plaza. I need to search for my Cosmog and Lunala. Opponent hold 5 cards. Get a lot of value with my Copycat. But I failed to find my Cosmog. No Cosmog. Not good. I don't think the opponent runs Stadium card. Okay, it is not a Hydreigon deck. So the opponent play Mega Kangaskhan deck or what? Ooh, we need Xerneas too then to handle Oricorio. Will the opponent generate energy with their Pichu? Yes. It means that I have to search for my Xerneas. Cannot find my Xerneas. Where is my Professor Research? I don't like this hand. Probably I have to play Copycat. No other choice. Because Peculiar Plaza is a dead card anyway. I hope that this one is a Xerneas. Cannot play my Rayquaza EX. Rayquaza weak against lightning type Pokemon. At least Oricorio only deal 30 damage to our Indeedee. I can heal by 20 HP. Once I get my Xerneas, we will be in a good position. Ooh. Let Indeedee tank some damage. We need to evolve our Cosmog into Lunala. Cannot draw any copies of Professor Research this time. So sad. At least the opponent doesn't have board space to play their other attacker. It can be a Mega Kangaskhan deck too, right? We have to retreat our Indeedee then, because my Indeedee is within Mega Absol range. It can deal 100 damage. Play Watch Over. Come on, evolve my Cosmog into Lunala this turn. Okay, okay. This is great. We take down opponent Oricorio one by one. Psychic Connect. $120 damage to opponent Oricorio. Really nice. The opponent can play Cyrus, targeting my Indeedee EX. So the opponent have Mega Kangaskhan in their hand. Only Darkrai, not a big deal. I can heal by 20, so Nightmare Aura doesn't do much. Once the opponent take down one of my Pokemon, I drop my Rayquaza and then play Draco Meteor. It will be a risky play too, because there is a chance that Rayquaza deal 160 damage to the opponent Oricorio, which can cost us the game. Good thing here is Xerneas is not weak against Dark type Pokemon. Heal our Xerneas. Take the opponent Pichu. Maybe it is better to attack with Lunala EX. Attack with Mega Absol. They only discard my Ilima then. But now they know that I have Rayquaza EX. We have to deal massive damage to opponent Mega Absol then with our Giratina EX. I cannot lose my Xerneas too, because Xerneas is the only Pokemon that can take down opponent Oricorio. I'm not running Cyrus. Not good. Play our Professor Research. Chaotic Impact, deal 130 damage. If the opponent manages to take down one of my Pokemon, we will try to end the game with our Rayquaza EX. The opponent played Cyrus, targeting my Indeedee. Yeah. Second copies of Cyrus can be bad for us. Alright. Let's end the game with Rayquaza EX then. If my Rayquaza EX fail to take down their Mega Absol, then it is what it is. Opponent can win the game with their second Cyrus, if they have one. Deal 80 damage to opponent Mega Absol, please Rayquaza, be reliable. Bam! Alright, we win this game. Finally, I can showcase Rayquaza EX in this Lunala EX deck. Nice game. Xerneas MVP. Right now, we are on a 4-win streak with this deck. Amazing. Thank you very much. Going first. Play against water deck. Let's play our Giratina. Maybe we can play our second Cosmog too, not gonna lie. We are facing Suicune Greninja deck. Next turn we evolve our Cosmog into Lunala and then play Copycat. Opponent found their Suicune. At least the opponent have a bad start. Peculiar Plaza probably red. Opponent is in danger. Protect our Giratina EX. Draw a lot of cards. Play our Peculiar Plaza. And Indeedee. Play Broken Space below. Next turn we attack with Lunala EX. Deal 100 damage. If only I have board space for my Rayquaza, we can attack with Rayquaza on the next turn. Take the opponent for a key probably. We draw super fast in this match. Ooh, Rayquaza is just showing up. If only I can evolve my second Cosmog into Lunala too. Let's play Psychic Connect first. And then we store more energy to our Giratina. Play Lunar Blast. Next turn we can attack with Giratina. If the opponent have enough heal to protect Suicune EX. Okay, the opponent doesn't play Irida, great. Starting plan. We can try to search for our second Peculiar Plaza. Opponent evolve their Pro Key into Greninja. Once we take down opponent's Suicune EX, then they don't have another good attacker. Opponent's second Suicune won't be ready in time. We still take a lot of damage from opponent's Suicune EX though. Heal a little bit. Evolve our second Cosmog into Lunala because I don't want to hold too many cards. Play Professor Research. Search for our second Peculiar Plaza. One Suicune EX down. Yeah, if only I have board space for Rayquaza, that would be huge. Next turn we attack with our second Lunala EX. That should be fine. 2 hit from Giratina EX, enough to take down the opponent's Suicune EX. I think it is way more safe if I attack with second Lunala EX. Play Psychic Connect. Move 3 energy from our first Lunala EX and then store energy to Giratina EX. Even Irida cannot save their Suicune EX now. Irida plus Giant Cap plus Indeedee won't be enough to save Suicune EX from our Giratina EX. We can deal 130 damage, unless they have another starting plans. Yep, the opponent have Irida. What else? Second Giant Cap. Opponent cannot one-shot my Giratina EX. Opponent concede. We beat Suicune Greninja with this deck. Nice game. Thank you very much. Going first, play against fighting type deck. Start the game with Rayquaza EX. The worst, I need to search for my Ilima. Wow. Tandemaus is a bad news for us. The opponent also can play their own stadium, right? They can run training area to power up their Maushold. I don't think we can play Xerneas. I need a board space for Giratina. Opponent play Rescue Scarf so that they can play Tandemaus again once we take it down. Opponent play Professor Research first. I hope they draw their Maushold. No. This is not good. Maybe we cannot save our Rayquaza EX anymore. We need to search for our Ilima then. We draw our Ilima, but I cannot find my Lunala at all. Cannot play my Professor Research next turn because I have to play Ilima, right? In case Rayquaza survive. The opponent does play training area to get extra damage. Flip Foretail, please. Okay, 120 damage. 130 actually, thanks to training area, but we have Ilima. If I fail to evolve my Cosmog into Lunala next turn, we are in danger. We draw 3 cards next turn. Will the opponent one-shot my Xerneas? Yes. Maybe we can play our Rayquaza, take down a lot of Pokemon at once. Yeah. Playing Rayquaza is so tempting. But I failed to find my Peculiar Plaza. The last card is Peculiar Plaza. What if the opponent has Sabrina? Don't care. Our Rayquaza EX will take down a lot of Tandemaus next turn. I need my Lunala EX survive. There is no way the opponent can flip 3 heads, right? Okay, I need my Peculiar Plaza then, since I'm lacking of 1 energy to end the game with Rayquaza EX. Actually, we still cannot attack with Rayquaza EX because I only can play Psychic Connect once. It is what it is then. Yeah, opponent Team Rocket Grunt annoy me so much. Opponent delayed a lot of energy. Jeez. Flip 2 tails. We are in danger. Well, we cannot move energy from Rayquaza to Indeedee EX with our Lunala since Rayquaza is not a Psychic type Pokemon. Opponent need to flip 2 heads in order to win this game. Okay, the opponent fell to take down our Lunala EX. Next turn we end the game with Rayquaza. Draco Meteor end the game. Take down all of the opponent Pokemon. Nice game. We clear the opponent boards with our Rayquaza Draco Meteor. So satisfying. So far so good. Right now we are on a 3-win streak with this deck. Thank you very much. Going second. Play against Psychic type deck. Mega Altaria deck. No. Play against Mega Gardevoir. We have to play our Peculiar Plaza too, right? Because if not, then 2 copies of my Peculiar Plaza will become a dead card. The opponent also run Peculiar Plaza in their deck. We don't need Xerneas anymore. Let's draw a lot of cards then. Hope the opponent doesn't run Mars or red card to disrupt us. I still cannot evolve Cosmog into Lunala, missing 1 card. 9 cards left in my deck. Opponent play Professor Research again. We draw our second Copycat, really nice. Mewtwo EX can be bad for us. It deals a lot of damage to my Pokemon. Opponent try to confuse our Cosmog, but I can remove the negative effect by simply evolve my Cosmog into Lunala EX. They have to retreat then. No. I think the opponent did a misplay. We need to evolve our Cosmog into Lunala, please. Professor Research then. Ooh! Exactly what we want. We take down opponent Kelia. Opponent will lose a lot of value then. Psychic Connect. Lunar Blast. All of the opponent bench Pokemon are not ready. We can attack with Giratina EX next turn. One shot opponent Indeedee. Yeah, Peculiar Plaza make Lunala very strong. This is just too much for the opponent, right? Psychic Connect. We deal 130 damage to opponent Indeedee. One shot Indeedee and win this game. Okay. Nice game.